What's going on, beautiful people? And thank you for tuning in and listening to my rants and rambles. And I got a nice rant for you guys here today, and it's about these guys behind me, right? The Super Saiyans, Dragon Ball Z. So here we have Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, and Trunks. And I think, okay, this is really gonna fucking weird some of you guys out, but I think that these guys that I'm standing beside right now are real characters. I think they do exist in different dimensions, in different realms. I think they exist. I think they're out there. I think there's a Goku, there's a Vegeta, there is a Trunks, and there is a Gohan, and they have the powers that they have in the show, right? I mean, they can turn into Super Saiyan God, and they can level up, and they can like do this crazy fucking shit that they keep doing. I think it's real. I think they exist, and I'll use a quote by the famous artist Picasso. Anything or everything you can imagine is real. So I'm not the first idiot to say this. I'm not the first person to contemplate that, hey, maybe like everything we imagine is real. Maybe it's all real. Maybe how about this? How about the concept, the idea that the imagination is the portal to other existences, other dimensions, on other planets, on other universes altogether, with different rule sets, different games. I mean, clearly gravity doesn't apply much to these motherfuckers, right? Or at least it's there, but they can defy it with ease. I mean, they can fly, right? And so clearly that's not a problem in their dimension. So it doesn't even have to be our dimension. It doesn't have to be our universe with the rules and the sets that we have, that we perceive of as in this physical, dense, third density matter, physical matter reality. It could just be different dimensions, different universes altogether. And what connects us there is this portal, the portal to these dimensions and universes, imagination. So the creator of Dragon Ball Z, I don't know his name, God bless his soul, he's changed millions of lives for the better, and he is directly or indirectly the influence of this video. He used his faculty of imagination, that which every single one of us humans have, and he, using his imagination, came up with this drawing, came up with this, this Goku character. I have him here as well, right? Came up with this Goku character. He's got the black hair, turns blonde when he turns into a Super Saiyan, wears, orange, whatever, came up with Vegeta, came up with all these characters, came up with the universe, the dimension that they're in, right? Which is supposed to be Earth, but I mean, again, it could just be a parallel Earth, right? With Super Saiyans living there instead. And he put it together, and now it became a show. And then we kind of put our human touch to it, our voice. So the voices you hear from the characters are human voices, right? But that could just be us putting a human voice to a character that does indeed exist in another dimension, in another universe. This is really fucking interesting and weird and crazy to say. But I mean, I was loaded on 5 grams of mushrooms one time. And I was wearing the Super Saiyan tank tops that you guys see me wear. Usually in summertime I wear them, right? Because here it's right now it's cold. And I took off the tank top. I went to do my thing. I came back and I looked at the tank top. Right? It's got the Super Saiyan, it's got Goku on it. And I immediately felt the energy of Goku, as if Goku was a fucking real character, a real person, a real persona, a real entity, a real energy field. And I looked at the thing and I'm like, holy shit, I got so much energy out of it. And I looked and I felt Goku is real. This is real. This is like, Goku exists in another realm, right? An entity that looks like Goku and has the same abilities and same strength and same everything as Goku exists in another parallel dimension, in another parallel reality, in a parallel earth, whatever the fuck. Parallel something. It's just we use our imagination. The creator of Dragon Ball Z uses imagination to bring it into Earth. You see? And maybe in that Super Saiyan realm, they have the imagination, maybe not. But if maybe they have the imagination and they bring out characters like us. Like maybe right now, you know, there's like a Saeed character and like he's I don't know how he is in this Earth, or maybe different in their dimension, in their TV shows. Who knows, right? I mean, I don't know. Like, they're fucking so much more badass than us. So I don't even know why they would bother having us there. It doesn't make sense, right? So yeah, this is really... It's stoner talk, I know. But I mean, lots of artists out there, they've expressed their feelings toward this notion of the imagination being the portal to other dimensions. And so everything we imagine is real. I mean, to understand it a little bit better, look at there's the multiverse theory, right? The multiverse theory is a theory that says that there are an infinite number of possibilities that exist in this universe that we're living in. Meaning right now, there's a version of Saeed making this video, and then there's another version sleeping, and there's another version taking a walk in the woods, another version is in the gym. Another version is doing yoga. Another version is just sitting there in silence doing nothing, right? All these versions, there's an infinite number of possibilities that exist right now, right here. You see, right now, they exist. They all exist. And it's all like parallel dimensions on top of each other. And that's the multiverse theory, right? And that applies to our universe, right? But what if you took it a little bit further, a step further, and said, okay, the multiverse applies to everything. So then that means also in that Super Saiyan realm, because we're talking about the multiverse theory applying to our universe, you see? But what about that universe? So there's other parallel universes, not parallel, it's parallel universe with different rule sets, different dimensions, different everything. Like where you can fucking fly and you don't give a fuck about gravity. And you train in like a gravity chamber and you do like handstand push-ups, right? So, okay. Then in that world also, they would have like the multiverse. So there's like an infinite number of possibilities of Gokus and infinite possibilities of Vegetas, right? There's a possibility where Vegeta is stronger than Goku, and there's a possibility where Goku is stronger than Vegeta. And there's a possibility of like Vegeta looking or being different than he is, or Goku different than he is. And when the author uses imagination, he accessed one universe of the multiverse within the Super Saiyan universe, if that makes any sense. Like, let's pretend that the Super Saiyan universe is completely different than ours. It's just completely different. It's a completely parallel dimension altogether. You see? It's just like we have the multiverse here, and there's an infinite number of possibilities of Saeeds right now at this present moment. There's an infinite possibilities of Gokus and Vegetas and all the Super Saiyans in their universe, a multiverse in their universe. And so, the author, the writer of these of this beautiful, wonderful TV show, accessed one version, one part of the universe there. So he accessed the part where Goku is stronger than Vegeta, at least for the majority of the time, right? Maybe if he used his imagination differently, he would have accessed the part of the multiverse in that dimension, in that world, where Vegeta is stronger than Goku most of the time. You see? So, yeah, that's really fucking interesting. I don't think I would have ever came up with this gibberish if I hadn't, experimented with psychedelics. But really, man, they make you look at reality holistically, right? They make you see things, they make you realize how insignificant and how little and small and tiny you are in this universe, let alone in parallel universes. And you know, these imaginations, they feel real. Like when you imagine something, it feels real. You know, like it feels real. Like it feels like this, like right now, right here. Now, I've smoked DMT, but I haven't broken through. Not yet, anyway. But I've seen some things. I've seen geometric shapes. I've seen, you know, I talked about it earlier in a previous video. Islamic type art, you know, lots of geometrical shapes and lots of colors and whatnot. Now, people who break through DMT tell you that we go into this next level dimension that feels more real than this real. And we meet DMT entities, and we talk to ancestors, we talk to other entities and machine elves and all that, right? People report seeing the machine elves. Terence McKenna reported seeing it, Joe Rogan saw it, fucking Duncan Trussell. There's a lot of people who have reported seeing the same DMT entities. And everybody who smokes it and breaks through, again, I haven't broken through yet, says it feels more real than this. This is an illusion. This is not base reality, you see? So, and that's all happening here, right? When you smoke it, it's all happening in your imagination, in your pineal gland, the seat of the soul. Because this pineal gland, the seat of the soul, is how you pop into this dimension and how you pop out of the dimension. So where everything is mental, physicality is an illusion. So then, using this imagination, because everything is so connected and all of creation is so connected, we have access to different realms, to different parallel realities, parallel worlds, parallel universes, and that's what art is. That's what, this is art, right? Like just drawing the characters is art. Anytime we bring art into this dimension, this earthly existence, we are accessing something in a different realm, bringing it here. Music, that's how we access music, right? You ask our musicians, you know, who play the piano or the guitar, how do you come up with the music? They said, we heard it. We got it from somewhere. We sort of grasp it from somewhere using this right here, you see? So even, you know, the art, the music, and ideas. I mean, I am a philosopher, right? I am a philosopher. That's my shit. I talk bullshit. And I grab ideas. Where am I grabbing these ideas from? I mean, say I'm grabbing it from other people. Where are they grabbing these ideas? There's a realm of ideas, right? And we access it through our mind. So we grab it, we grab ideas. So with our mind can do lots of things. We grab ideas and we bring them into this physical existence and we see, is it good for this physical existence? Is it not? Hitler had an idea that the Aryan race, and he wanted to fucking kill all the Jews and all the Polish people and all the disabled people. And he brought this idea from somewhere. Now that idea is fucking terrible for where we live right now. Then there's this other idea of love. Oh, we grab this idea of love. I'm gonna just be loving more towards my human beings, my fellow brothers and sisters. Not a bad idea at all. That sounds like a good idea, right? We catch these ideas, and then our imagination catches this art, right? This is art. Super Saiyans is art. Catches this art. But now where is this coming from? It's coming from somewhere else. Another dimension, another existence altogether. Or perhaps all dimensions are linked together. You know, we talk about the oneness in this universe, but maybe that oneness goes beyond our physical universe. Maybe it goes into parallel universes like the Super Saiyans, and what connects us is imagination. So they might have imagination and they might be able to conceive of a human being that looks like this, right? And to them it might look really fucking cool. To them, having a painting of me might look pretty fucking cool for them, right? As far as abilities and stuff, I mean, no, they're a lot, for us, their abilities are a lot more badass than our abilities physically, right? I mean, they can fucking like do handstand push-ups in like gravity chamber 300 G, 300 times gravity, right? So like, I mean, I don't know why you would wanna conceive of a human being and having superpowers, because we don't, like, right? Like they probably laugh at us, but they might look the way we they might like the way we look. To them, it's like, whoa, look at their big eyes, and look at the details in the way they look, right? And so they might have paintings in their universe of me, for example, which, I mean, I'd be really honored. Hey, Goku, Vegeta, you know, if you guys have a painting of me, you know, I just want you to know I have a picture of you guys too, and I'm really honored, okay? So yeah, bottom line, moral of this rant, because I like to have fun in life, and I like to pretend some things are true just for the sake of having fun. I mean, you guys can see I'm kind of having a lot of fun in life, because I like to take these ideas and I like to pretend that they're true, and I like to write them, because it's fun to pretend. Like, it's fun to pretend that it's fun to pretend that, yeah, Super Saiyans are real. Like, it's just really fun. Like, it just makes, even when you like watch the show and you like start to power up in the gym and shit, you know, it feels you know, it feels good. It feels good. It's fun. It's just really fun to pretend they're real, they're there. It's also fun to pretend that they have a painting of me there. At least I hope Vegeta does, right? It's fun. It just makes life more fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, I'm gonna quote Picasso saying everything you can imagine is real, and I'm gonna say I like to believe that everything you can imagine is real. Therefore, these guys are real, and they say what up. And maybe by putting their posters there in your room and by wearing their tank tops, you access part. Because when I'm wearing those Dragon Ball Z tank tops, I feel like a badass. Like, I feel strong. It's like the energy. I swear to God, I love those tank tops so much. They give me energy. So maybe when you're doing that, when you have their posters and stuff, you're accessing power, the power from that dimension. Anyway, that's where I'm gonna end this rant. I love you guys. I love every single one of you. But don't forget to subscribe, or you're gonna sleep with the fishes.